Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mangione Aquatic Center on the campus of Loyola University in lovely Baltimore, Maryland. We are here for the MIAA 2026 A Conference Championships. We are ready for our finals action here tonight, and we'll start with our national anthem in just a moment. An exciting prelim session this morning. And now we're ready for the finals tonight. All teams are on the deck. Our officials are making their way from the control room. Our stadium announcer now introducing the teams. And we'll have a singing of our national anthem. And we're going to have a father from McDonough actually sing the national anthem. And a beautiful rendition of the national anthem sung by a parent of our swimmer from McDonough. So that really sets the stage, sets the bar for tonight's action. First up will be the men's 200-yard medley relay, the JV level. It'll be one heat. And we're waiting for the swimmers to make their way to the blocks. In lane number 2 for Mount St. Joe will be their A relay. All of these will be A relays. These are final relays. We did have some swimming this morning on the relay side. In 3 will be McDonough. In 4 will be Calvert Hall. In 5, Loyola Blakefield. 6 is Gilman. And 7 is Archbishop Spalding. I'm Larry Dukes, and Morgan Knox is on the camera. We're Red Dog Media, and we bring you the coverage of swimming here at Loyola University for the MIAA. And backstrokers enter the water. Backstrokers place their feet. Each swimmer will do a 50 of the stroke. And our meet for this evening has begun. First to turn at the first 25. Our lead is with McDonough down in lane number 3. They're a relay. Alfie Adolve for Mount St. Joe in the water. It's Austin Smith from McDonough. McDonough first in to the breaststroke. That's Bojung Shu for McDonough. Calvert Hall's in second. Evan K. Second place. Third, Loyola's Joseph Anchioni. Exchange into the butterfly. For McDonough, that's Omid Nanaji. Calvert Hall second, that's Valerio Astoria. And in third place, Loyola Blakefield, Tenny Sinclair. The touch for the anchor in freestyle. Still McDonough, then Calvert Hall and Loyola. For McDonough, Max Oster. For Calvert Hall, Reardon Ames. And for Loyola, Alex Bennett as they come to the wall. Your winner, McDonough. Winning time, 1:47.35. Calvert Hall second, 1:49.10. Loyola takes third, 1:49.95. Fourth place will go to Gilman, and fifth, Mount St. Joe. Finishing up their last leg is Archbishop Spalding. And our first heat of the first event will be in the books. That'll bring us to the varsity level. 2 heats of the varsity, a consolation and a final, an A and B final. In the B final, we will have Spalding in lane number 2, Loyola in 3. I take this back. It'll be 1 heat of the relays at the varsity level. In lane number 2 will be Spalding. 3 will be Loyola. 4 is Gilman. 5 is Calvert Hall. 6 is McDonough. And 7 is Mount St. Joe. Top seat time, 1:34.56 by Loyola. MIAA record from 2022, held by McDonough. Backstrokers in the water. And to the first wall, touching first, lane number 4, that's Gilman. Into the breaststroke. For Gilman, the leadoff was Adler Spot, handing off to Ian Thomas. Now in the lead is McDonough out in lane number 6. That was Riley Portier, and now Justin Shee. And now for Butterfly, Maxwell Jackson for McDonough. For Gilman, it was Barrett Emerson, then Charlie Davini, Miles Koff now. And for Calvert Hall, it was Peyton Knott, then James Fairbank, and now Dylan Mellendick. Now the freestylers in the water. For McDonough, it's Bofeng Shu. For Gilman, it's Cooper Walters. And for Calvert Hall, Rick Reed. They come to the wall. It is McDonough 132.97. Gilman second, 133.87. And Calvert Hall third, 136.51. Fourth is Spalding, and fifth is Loyola Blakefield. Next up will be the 200-yard freestyle. At the JV level. Your lane assignments for the 200-yard freestyle at the JV level. In lane number 1, Will Michael from Gilman. 2 is Austin Smith from McDonough. 3 is Teddy Sinclair from Loyola. 4 is Jake Fitzgerald from Loyola. 5 is Omid Nanaji from McDonough. 6 is Loyola's Cole Grayson. 7 is Andrew Rebel from Calvert Hall. And 8 is Jack Klein from Spalding. 8 lengths of the pool, 200-yard freestyle. At the first 50. Turning first, it's Teddy Sinclair from Loyola Blakefield, 26.03 on the split. Lane 4, Jake Fitzgerald is second, 26.17 from Loyola. And Omid Ananaji was third. They touch together, Fitzgerald and Sinclair. Nanaji is third. Coming to the 150, Jake Fitzgerald with a slight lead over Teddy Sinclair. Last split at 29.27. Sinclair 29.70, and Nanaji is a 30 flat. The turn for home. The last 25. It's still Fitzgerald, then Sinclair, then Nanaji. And they come to the wall. Jake Fitzgerald, 152.88. Teddy Sinclair, second, 153.75. Omid Nanaji is third, 55.07. Cole Grayson is fourth, and Andrew Rebel is fifth. Be 2 heats of the 200-yard freestyle for the varsity. The B final. Lane number 1 is David Stanley from Spalding. Cooper Lewis in 2 from Spalding. Matt Dyer from Loyola in 3. Gilman's Holden Herman in 4. Tim Williams from Spalding in 5. James Liu from McDonough in 6. Liam McAvenue from Calvert Hall in 7. And Matthew Hart from Loyola in 8. Break off out of the first turn. It's lane 3 and 4. That's Dyer and Herman, stroke for stroke. They turn. Lane 4, Hayden Herman, 24.53 on the split. Tim Williams is second, 24.58. At 24.65 is Matt Dyer. And lead change, Matt Dyer now the leader in lane number 3, followed by Herman and Williams. Dyer and Herman turn together. Now the lead change back to Holden Herman. They come to the wall for the 150. And your leader, Holden Herman, 27.76. Matt Dyer, he's at 27.95 on the 50 split. And it's going to be anyone's race, but it looks like Matt Dyer with a slight lead coming to the wall. And it is Matt Dyer, 146.34, followed by Holden Herman, 146.79, then Tim Williams, 147.21. Fourth place went to James Liu. Fifth to Liam McAvenue. Heat 2, in lane number 1, Luke Retkin from Calvert Hall, Zeke Wickham from McDonough in 2, Bryce Heo from Gilman in 3, Spencer Belbot from Loyola in 4, Kean Siri from Gilman in 5, Riley Poirier from McDonough in 6, Ethan Davies, McDonough in 7, and Loyola's Salvatore Anello in lane number 8. Meet record held by Kazgaria in 2009, 138.89. Off the first wall in the breakout, Spencer Belbot with the early lead. Zeke Wickham down in lane number 2 from McDonough is second. And Kean Siri from Gilman is third. Bryce Heo is fourth from Gilman. Belbot out to a body length lead as he turns. His second split, 50 split, was 24.29. Well ahead of second place, 25.01 was Zeke Wickham from McDonough. Coming in at the 150, it's all Belbot at this point. Wickham is second, third is Siri. And here come both the Gilman swimmers vying for second. Zeke Wickham. Now the two Gilman swimmers, Heo and Siri, slip into second and third as they come to the wall. Your winner, Spencer Belbot from Loyola, 138.23. Bryce Heo from Gilman second, 140.16. Kean Siri from Gilman third, 140.36. Fourth was Zeke Wickham from McDonough, 141.22. And now we're going to take a short break as they give out the awards and announce the winners of the JV 200-yard medley relay. You can get your official results on Meet Mobile. We are only calling them from the scoreboard as we see them, but the official results can be retrieved from that app. Winner of the JV relay. Announced as McDonough. Smith, Shu, Nananji, and Oster for the JV. And also McDonough, the victors in the 200-yard medley relay at the varsity level. That's Poirier, Shi, Jackson, and Shu. Those swimmers at the far end of the pool receiving their medals and taking a photo from the conference. Next up will be the 200-yard individual medley. Again, one heat for the JV, two heats for the varsity, an A and a B final. In the JV final, in heat one, lane number one will be Adler Spot from Gilman. Joseph Anchioni will be from Loyola in lane number two. In three will be Luke Parsons from McDonough. Four will be Bo-Sung Shu from McDonough. Five will be Aiden Price from Loyola. Six, Austin Bowman from Loyola. Seven, Ray Yang from Gilman. And Ian Nolette will be in lane number 8 for Archbishop Spalding. JV record set in 2013, Timothy Tumsuden with a 2:01.87. Near capacity crowd here again this evening. We were packed this morning. All schools well represented. We even have the Baltimore City Fire Department behind us. They are also represented well here tonight for this finals. Our JV butterflies in the water. Butterfly back, breast and free. 50 of each. Early lead, lane number 5, Aiden Price for Loyola Blakefield. In second is Bosung Shu from McDonough. Shu makes a turn halfway through backstroke and now takes the lead. So Shu for McDonough in 4, then Price in 5. They're followed by lane number 2, which is Accioni from Loyola Blakefield for third. He's battling with his teammate Austin Bowman for third place. Now into the breaststroke. Still Bosung Shu for McDonough. Body length lead over Aiden Price. And then Joe Accioni in third. Switch over to the freestyle leg. Still Shu. Don't think anyone's going to catch him. Off the wall. And into the finish. It is Bosung Shu, 205.76 for McDonough. Aiden Price second, 206.19. Joe Accioni, also from Loyola Blakefield, 210.07 for third. Fourth was Austin Bowman. And fifth was Luke Parsons. Event number 7, men's 200-yard individual medley at the varsity level. Heat number 1, Vincent Wu for Gilman in 1. Rehan Marwaha in lane number 2 from McDonough. Rick Reed from Calvert Hall in 3. Aiden Nordhorn from Mount St. Joe in 4. Jesse Zhao from McDonough in 5. Liam Cunningham from Spalding in 6. Gilman's Matthew Lind in 7. And Cole Morgan from Loyola in 8. Long underwater. Lane number 4, Aiden Nordhorn, the early lead. Into the backstroke. He's followed lane number 7, Matthew Lind from Gilman. Now pulling up, lane number 2, Rahan Marwaha from McDonough for second. Into the breaststroke. Still lane number 4, Aiden Nordhorn from Mount St. Joe. Yeah, it's just about a body length lead. Jesse Zhao for second from McDonough now. And coming on, Rick Reed for Calvert Hall. Those two swimmers, second half racers. But it's still Nordhorn, now Reed, and Zhao in that order. The battle really for second place. As they come to the wall, it's going to be Aiden Nordhorn, coast to coast, 158.28 for Mount St. Joe. Second, Liam Cunningham, his time 2:00.25, slips in for second from Spalding. Third goes to Rick Reed, Calvert Hall, 2:00.30. For fourth goes to McDonough, Jesse Zhao, his time 2:00.32. Now the A final in lane number 1 from Loyola Blakefield, Liam McQuaid. Lane 2, Tim Mihawk from Loyola. 3 is James Fairbank from Calvert Hall. McDonough's Justin Shee in 4. Miles Koff from Gilman in 5. Rahul Shanani from McDonough in 6. Peyton Knott from Calvert Hall in 7. And Will Rosenthal from Spalding in lane number 8. Early leader, Justin Shee from McDonough. Next to him, Miles Koff from Gilman. Now the backstroke. It's Shee, Koff, and down in lane number 1, Liam McQuaid from Loyola. Into the breaststroke. On the pull out. It's still Shee, Koff right in the shoulder. And down in lane number 1, Liam McQuaid at his ankles. At the pull out, a little bit of distance for Shee. Coming on, James Fairbank in lane number 3, the challenge for third with Liam McQuaid. We exchange over the freestyle. And it's Justin Shee pulling out. Second place, Miles Koff for Gilman. And together is McQuaid and Fairbank. Come to the wall. Justin Shee, 147.84 for first. Miles Koff second, 150.56. Third is Liam McQuaid for Loyola, 154.65. James Fairbank from Calvert Hall was fourth, 155.23. Fifth went to Rahul Shanani from McDonough. Top honors in the 200-yard freestyle at the JV level went to Loyola Blakefield, Jake Fitzgerald. And at the varsity level, also from Loyola Blakefield, Spencer Belbot. Next up, event number 8 will be the junior varsity 50 freestyle. Splash and dash. Warm up and cool down still going on in the main pool. So we'll wait for the whistle from the officials to clear the pool and bring you the 50 free. Officials clearing the pool. And we're ready to start the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. Event number 8, Max Oster from McDonough in lane number 1. Ben Schlenkner from McDonough in 2. Dan Price, Loyola Blakefield in 3. Josh Green from McDonough in 4. In 5 is Evan South from Calvert Hall. Alex Bennett from Loyola Blakefield in 6. And Calvert Hall's Reardon Ames in 7, and Andrew Nichols in 8. Early lead down in lane number 1, Max Oster from McDonough. He breaks out in the lead, going to go coast to coast for your victory. Max Oster, 23-29 in lane number 1. Second was Josh Green from McDonough, 23-93. Third went to Dan Price from Loyola Blakefield, 23-95. At the varsity level, event number 9, your B heat is lane number 1, Gavin Halsey from Loyola Blakefield. Baldwin Jing from McDonough is in 2. Trev Darby in 3 from Gilman. Jimmy Fury from Calvert Hall in 4. Alton Seitz from Calvert Hall in 5. Loyola Blakefield's Jeffrey Rowe in 6. Michael Villarreal from Spalding in 7, and Eli Zapata from Spalding in lane number 8. Field turns together. Anyone's race at this point. Little separation to Jimmy Fiore at the wall. It is Jimmy Fiore, 22.56 for Calvert Hall. Second was Trev Darby from Gilman, 22.64. Third is Jeffrey Rowe from Loyola, 22.77. And fourth was lane number 5, Alton Seitz from Calvert Hall. The A final, lane number 1, Carter Williams from Spalding. 2 is Jack Wiggins from Mount St. Joe. Barrett Emerson from Gilman in 3. Maxwell Jackson from McDonough in 4. Cooper Walters from Gilman in 5. Bofen Chu from McDonough in 6. Ian Durham from Loyola Blakefield in 7. And Stanley Cabbage from McDonough in 8. At the turn, 3 and 4, Emerson and Jackson. Jackson comes out of the turn with a slight lead. He comes to the wall. It is Maxwell Jackson, 21-25 for McDonough. Second was Barrett Emerson from Gilman, 21-43. Third, Cooper Walters, 21-75 from Gilman. Bofang Shu was fourth, 22-01. Next up will be the 100-yard butterfly. We'll do awards now for the 200 IM JV, and we'll announce the winner as we hear it from the stadium announcer. Your winner for 200 IM, the JV level from McDonough, Bofang Shu. Your winner of the 200-yard IM from McDonough, Justin Shee. Justin Shee also set a new MIAA record. Congratulations, Justin. Next up, the 100-yard butterfly, JV level. Heat number 1 will be Parker Feria from Spalding in lane number 1. Grayson O'Hara from Loyola Blakefield in 2. Teddy Sinclair, his teammate, in lane number 3. Quincy Jackson from McDonough in 4. Sean Zhang from Gilman in 5. Bosung Shu from McDonough in 6. Valerio Astori from Calvert Hall in 7. And Alex Bennett from Loyola Blakefield in lane 8. At the turn and underwaters, lane number 3, Teddy Sinclair, your early leader. Sean Zhang from Gilman is second. Split time, Sinclair 26:59, Zhang 26:80. Third place is Quincy Jackson, McDonough 27:43. Teddy Sinclair is your winner, 56:54. Sean Zhang is second from Gilman, 58:68. And Quincy Jackson from McDonough third, 58:88. Fourth was lane number 6, Bosung Shu from McDonough. Heat 11. Event 11, heat number 1, the B final. Lane number 1, Foster Linehan from Spalding. Miles Moon from Loyola Blakefield in 2. Matthew Lynn from Gilman in 3. Oscar Frazier from Loyola in 4. Aiden Nordhorn from Mount St. Joe in 5. Aubrey Henderson from Spalding in 6. Henry Lynch from Calvert Hall in 7. And Oliver Stanley from Calvert Hall in lane number 8. At the 50, the touch. Lane number 2, Miles Moon from Loyola Blakefield, 24:93. 25:13 for Aiden Nordhorn from Mount St. Joe for second. And Oscar Frazier from Loyola Blakefield is third, 25:38. Coming to the wall, lane number 5, Aiden Nordhorn, your winner, 53:51. Second was Matthew Lynn from Gilman, 54:11. Third, Oscar Frazier from Loyola Blakefield, 54:35. Your A final, in heat number 2. Lane number 1 is Tim Mihawk from Loyola Blakefield. Miles Koff from Gilman in 2. Dylan Melendick from Calvert Hall in 3. Justin Shee from McDonough in 4. Kian Siri from Gilman in 5. Jack Mislow from McDonough in 6. The rest is McDonough, Cooper, Chasm in 7, and Zach Mayer in 8. On the breakout, lane number 4 is Justin Shee with the early lead. He touches first, 23-12 on the split. In second place, 23-64 is Cayenne Siri from Gilman. Also coming on, Miles Koff from Gilman in lane number 2. At the finish, Justin Shee for McDonough, 49-10. Miles Koff second, 50.86 for Gilman. Third for Gilman, Cayenne Siri, 51-34. Fourth, Jack Mislo from McDonough. And fifth was Dylan Melendick from Calvert Hall. In the 50 freestyle at the university level, your winner, Max Oster from McDonough, now official. And the varsity level is now official, the 50-yard freestyle. Your winner is Maxwell Jackson from McDonough. Next up will be the men's 100-yard freestyle. Event number 12 will be the junior varsity. And in heat number 1, lane number 1 will be Carlos Idle from Spalding. Satya Campbell from McDonough in 2. Ben Phillips from Loyola Blakefield in 3. Calvert Hall's Nate Smith in 4. Aiden Price from Loyola in 5. Teammate Finley Mitchell in 6. Ben Schlenker from McDonough in 7. And his teammate Max Oster in lane number 8. Record time for the JV, 49:51 by Jing Baldwin back in 2024. On the breakout, it's lane number 4. That's Nate Smith with the early lead. At the turn, it is still Smith, 25-17 on the split, 25-33 for Aiden Price for Loyola, and Ben Phillips at 25-33. Now stroke for stroke, now taking the lead, Aiden Price for Loyola to come to the wall. It is Aiden Price, 52-43, your winner. Nate Smith is second from Calvert Hall, 53-16. Ben Phillips from Loyola, 53-54 for third. Fourth went to Ben Schlenker from McDonough. And fifth, Carlos Idle from Spalding. Event 13, the 100-yard freestyle at the varsity level. Heat number 1, the B final. In lane 1, Stanley Cabbage from McDonough. Jack Wiggins from Mount St. Joe in 2. Baldwin Jing from McDonough in 3. Tim Williams from Archbishop Spalding in 4. Grant Wright from Gilman in 5. Alton Seitz from Calvert Hall in 6. Gilman's Triv Darby in 7. And in lane number 8, David Stanley from Archbishop Spalding. Record holder here is Giles Smith back in 2009, 44-29. Your leader at the turn, 23.90, is Trev Darby from Gilman. Stanley Cabbage down in lane number 1, 23.92 is second, but the field is all together. It's going to come down anyone's race as they come to the flags, to the wall. It is Trev Darby from Gilman, 49.88. Stanley Cabbage, 49.74 for second. Spalding's Tim Williams is third, 49.89. And fourth is Grant Wright from Gilman, 50.02. Now the A final, heat number 2. Lane number 1, Bofeng Shu from McDonough. 2 is Cody Wynn from Spalding. 3 is Maxwell Jackson from McDonough. Spencer Belbot from Loyola in 4. Bogdan Mistak from Gilman in 5. Cooper Walters from Gilman in 6. Luke Recton from Calvert Hall in 7. Carter Williams for Spalding in lane number 8. Out of the first turn, lane number 5, that's Bogdan Mistak from Gilman with the lead. He turns 22.07 on the split, 22.34 for Spencer Belbot in Loyola. But here comes Belbot, the second half of the race. And on his hip, also Maxwell Jackson vying for second. They come to the wall. Spencer Belbot, 45.92. Bogdan Mistak is second, 46.54. Maxwell Jackson is third, 46.56. And in fourth, looks like it was Cooper Walters, but that's unofficial. We'll gather results here for the 100 butterfly as the swimmers cool down from that 100 free. Next up will be the 500-yard freestyle. And official results for the JV 100-yard butterfly. Your winner from Loyola Blakefield, Teddy Sinclair. And your varsity champion from McDonough, Justin Shee in the 100-yard butterfly at the varsity level. And we'll move to the 500-yard freestyle, the JV level. Event number 14, heat number 1. Lane number 1, Adler Spot from Gilman. 2 is Cole Grayson from Loyola Blakefield. 3 is McDonough's Luke Parsons. Jake Fitzgerald from Loyola in 4. Joe Anconi in 5, or Accioni. Omid Nanaji from McDonough in 6. Parker Feria from Spalding in 7. And Brody Carr from Gilman in 8. Record for the JV, 4:52.13, Michael Pierce back in 2014. Top seed time tonight, Jake Fitzgerald, 5:01.08. And early lead, Jake Fitzgerald takes it out. And he splits the first 50 at 26.72. He extends that to a body length lead over lane number 2, Cole Grayson from Loyola. And third place is Luke Parsons from McDonough. Also coming on, Joe Accioni from Loyola slips into third now. So it's Fitzgerald, Grayson, Accioni, all Dons. 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Fitzgerald now commanding lead, split 30-78. Closest person to him, Joe Accioni, coming on a little stronger, 31-53. And his teammate, 31-98, Cole Grayson. But the distance growing for Fitzgerald. And in fact, all 3 Loyola swimmers pulling away from the field a bit. Hit the 400 mark. It remains Fitzgerald, Fitzgerald, Accioni, and Grayson. The lap for the last 50 given to Jake Fitzgerald. Still splitting at 30-44. Actually still creating distance as Accioni is at 31.56 and Grayson at 31.85. Next closest is Luke Parsons at 32.64, full second behind the third place swimmer. And they bring it to the wall. Jake Fitzgerald, 5:00:65 for first. Teammate Joe Accioni second, 5:07:10. Cole Grayson third, 5:10:11. Fourth place at Omid Nanaji from McDonough. Fifth at Luke Parsons, his teammate. Heat one of the 500-yard freestyle at the varsity level for event number 15. Lane one will be Oliver Luzar from Calvert Hall. Spalding's Cooper Lewis in 2. Oscar Spott from Gilman in 3. Holden Herman from Gilman in 4. Cole Lewis from Spalding in 5. Liam McAvenue from Calvert Hall in 6. Foster Linehan from Spalding in 7. And Oscar Frazier from Loyola in 8. Leader is lane number 4, Holden Herman from Gilman. He's followed in lane number 5 by Cole Lewis from Spalding. Third place is Cooper Lewis and Liam McAvenue. Lewis from Spalding, McAvenue from Calvert Hall. .200-yard wall, and it's still lane number 4. Holden Herman from Gilman split it at 29.55 for the last 50. At the 250, we'll check and see. Split time, 30.18 for Herman. Cole Lewis at 30.02, so Lewis gained a little bit there on Herman. We'll keep an eye on that as Lewis running right on his heels at the moment. .300 split, 29.47 for Herman, 29.98, so he gave back whatever he gained Now Herman extending a little bit. Turned at the 350. Same gap between them. Coming up on 400. And the gap remains the same. Herman turns 30-31. Lewis 30-26. That's not enough gain for him to catch him. Going to have a really good 50 here. Still riding his heels. Come to the wall for the bell lap, the last 50. Holden Herman, 29.56, 29.61. So no change, really. And it looks like it's going to be Holden Herman hanging on here. Come to the wall. Not enough pull. It is Holden Herman, 4:48.98. Cole Lewis second, 4:49.43. Third place down in lane number 2 is Cooper Lewis from Spalding, 5:00.09. And in fourth place, Oscar Spott from Gilman, 5:01.81. Heat number 2 will have the A final. James Liu from McDonough in 1. His teammate Zeke Wickham, lane number 2. Charlie Davini from Gilman in 3. Riley Poirier from McDonough in 4. Bryce Heo from Gilman in 5. Rahul Shanani from McDonough in 6, Matt Dyer from Loyola in 7, and Salvatore Anello, also from Loyola in lane number 8. Early lead, lane number 3. That's Charlie Davini from Gilman. He'll touch first in the first 50, 24.85. Setting the pace early is Gilman. Davini, he's followed by Riley Poirier and Zeke Wickham on each side, both from McDonough. We'll check out the splits here as he comes into the next 50. Poirier seems to be running right with them. Davini, he split at 27.86. Poirier 27.56. So Poirier is starting to gain 0.3 on the last 50. As they come up on the halfway mark. Again, Poirier 27.75, Davini at 28.02. Poirier moving to the hip, off the turn. They come to the turn at the 300. They turn together. Poirier 27.42. Davini 28.26. Another 0.7 of a second. Now Poirier slips into the lead by just a head. Splits 27.89 as opposed to Davini's 28.27, another 0.4. As they approach the 400. Poirier 28.16, Davini 28.35. That gap getting narrower as Davini makes a charge. Picking it up, both swimmers. Bell lap goes to Poirier. His split 27.66, 28.23 for Davini. Really starting to kick it in now, out to a body length lead. Riley Poirier will not be caught. This will be Charlie Davini second. Bryce Heo from Gilman will be third. Winning time for Poirier, 4:33.10. Charlie Davini, 4:35.19. Bryce Heo, 4:35.30. Zeke Wickham is fourth, 4:42.56. And fifth, Rahul Shanani from McDonough. Really important points for both Gilman and McDonough in the 500. After the break and after the announcements of the results, we will have our second relay of the evening, the 200-yard freestyle relay. JV and varsity. One heat of each. And the JV champion for 2026 for the 100-yard freestyle is Aiden Price from Loyola Blakefield. Announced time 52:34. And for the second time tonight, the champion for the 100-yard freestyle, backing up his 50 freestyle victory. I think it was 50. Maybe it was a bit longer. Maybe it was the 200. But it is Spencer Belmont from Loyola Blakefield. And for the 200-yard freestyle relay, JV level, in lane number 2 will be Gilman. 3 is McDonough. 4 is Calvert Hall. 5 is Loyola. 6 is Spalding. And 7 is Mount St. Joe. Off the first wall, lane number 3, that's McDonough with the early lead. Loyola is second in lane number 5. And third is Calvert Hall in 4. For McDonough, it was Mac Oster, lead off, handing off to Bosung Shu. For Loyola, Alex Bennett to Dan Price. And Calvert Hall reared in Ames to Evan Cow. In the water first, McDonough, that's Josh Green. Then Calvert Hall, Valerio Astori, and then Loyola, Ben Phillips. To the anchor swimmers, for McDonough, it's Ben Schenkler. For Loyola Blakefield in second, that's Aiden Price. And third, Calvert Hall, Caleb Colburn. And they'll bring it to the finish in that order. McDonough, 1:35.20, followed by Loyola, 1:36.97. And then Calvert Hall is third, 1:38.29. Fourth was Gilman, fifth was Spalding, and sixth was Mount St. Joe. And the varsity 200-yard freestyle relay. Lane 2 will be Mount St. Joe. 3 is Loyola. 4 is Gilman. 5 is McDonough. 6 is Calvert Hall. And 7 is Spalding. Early lead by Gilman in lane number 4. McDonough is second. Third is Loyola. Gilman extending their lead. McDonough still second. And third is Loyola. For Gilman, it was Siri, then Mistek, and then Walters. For McDonough, it's Shu, Zhao, and now Jackson. And for Loyola, McQuaid, Durham, and Anello. Anchor swimmers in the water. For Gilman, it's Hio. McDonough is Cabbage, and Loyola is Spencer Belbot. And it'll be Gilman, your victor. Second place, Gilman's time, 1:24.58. Second place was Loyola, 1:27.47, and McDonough third, 1:28.18. Fourth place was Spalding. Fifth was, make that, looking at the board, fourth place was Calvert Hall. Fifth place was Mount St. Joe. And sixth was Archbishop Spalding. And the 500-yard junior varsity champion for the JV, Jake Fitzgerald from Loyola Blakefield, winning time 5:00:65. And your varsity champion, Riley Poirier from McDonough, winning time 4:33:10. Next up will be the 100-yard backstroke. And next up, the 100-yard backstroke at the junior varsity level, event number 19. Lane number 1, Horan Carrillo from Calvert Hall, Caleb Colburn from Calvert Hall in 2, Ben Phillips from Loyola in 3, Austin Smith from McDonough in 4, Austin Bowman from Loyola in 5, Nate Smith from Calvert Hall in 6, Grayson O'Hara in 7 from Loyola, and Ian Nolette from Spalding in lane number 8. Into the first turn at the 25. And off the wall, lane number 4 is Ethan Davies with the early lead. Second is Cole Lewis. Make that Austin Bowman. Wrong names on the board. Austin Smith, your leader. Austin Smith, then Austin Bowman. Third place is Ben Phillips. And to the wall and a touch. Austin Smith, 57-37, your winner. Second place, 57-85 for Austin Bowman from Loyola. Third is Ben Phillips, 100-57. And the B final in the 100 backstroke at the varsity level. Aubrey Henderson in lane number 1 from Spalding. Jeffrey Rowe from Loyola in 2. Teammate Miles Moon in 3. McDonough's Ethan Davies in 4. Cole Lewis from Spalding in 5. Caden Trainer from Calvert Hall in 6. Oscar Spott from Gilman in 7. And Oliver Stanley from Calvert Hall in 8. On the breakout, it's lane number 4, Ethan Davies. Ethan Davies already the body length as they come to the 50. Split time 26-34 for Davies. 27-10 for Cole Lewis from Spalding for second. Strong underwater. It's Ethan Davies, then Cole Lewis, and Miles Moon for third. To go to the wall, Ethan Davies 54-58. Second place, Cole Lewis from Spalding 55-27. And third, Miles Moon 56-19. Fourth was Jeffrey Rowe from Loyola Blakefield. Heat number 2 for McDonough, Zach Mayer in lane number 1. Jack Mieslow in 2, also from McDonough. Gilman's Barrett Emerson in 3. His teammate Bogdan Misek in lane number 4. Liam McQuaid from Loyola in 5. Will Rosenthal from Spalding in 6. Rehan Marwaha for McDonough in 7. And Peyton Knott for Calvert Hall in lane number 8. on the breakout from the underwaters. We got Barrett Emerson from Gilman, your leader. Split time, 24:81. Teammate Bogdan Misak, 24:83 for second. Third is Liam McQuaid from Loyola, 25:11. Come to the wall, and the touch. It is Bogdan Misak from Gilman, 51-22. Second was Liam McQuaid from Loyola, 51-46. 51-82 for Barrett Emerson from Gilman. Fourth was Will Rosenthal from Spalding. Fifth was Jack Measlow from McDonough. And we'll take our break and also listen for the results of the 200-yard freestyle relay. First, the JV. And your champions for the JV is McDonough in the 200-yard freestyle relay. The team of Oster, Shu, Green, and Schlenker. And your champions at the varsity level for the 200-yard freestyle relay is Gilman. The team of Siri, Meatsack, Walters, and Hio. Next up will be the event number 21, the men's 100-yard breaststroke at the JV level. And we'll take a quick break right here because we have no officials, running right on schedule. So we'll be back to you in just a moment. And we're coming back with the 100-yard breaststroke. The JV finals. In lane number 1 will be Finley Mitchell from Loyola. For Gilman, in lane 2, Ian Thomas, Ray Yang in 3. For McDonough, Quincy Jackson in 4. For Calvert Hall, Evan Seo. Lane 6 is Reardon Ames. For Mount St. Joe, Ben Melka. And in lane number 8 for Loyola is Dan Price. And on the breakout at the 25, it's Calvert Hall's Evan Kao with the lead. He touches first at 31.85. At 32.09 is Quincy Jackson from McDonough. Jackson now slips into the lead as we hit the 75 mark. Kao second. Third is Gilman's Ray Yang. It's going to be Quincy Jackson taking it to the wall. Winning time, 107.41. Evan Gao from Calvert Hall second, 109.36. Ray Yang from Gilman is third, 110.58. Fourth was Reardon Ames from Calvert Hall. The B finals for the varsity in lane number 1, Derek Thompson from Spalding. McDonough's Chris Yu in 2. Loyola's Brady McQuaid in 3. Spalding's Liam Cunningham in 4. McDonough's Jesse Zhao in 5. Michael Villarreal from Spalding in 6. Vincent Wu from Gilman in 7. And Cole Morgan from Loyola in 8. Field all together as they come to the first wall. Touch 29-27. Liam Cunningham from Spalding, your leader, but just tenths of a second ahead of the field. Turning at the 75 in lane number 5 is Jesse Zhao from McDonough. He's now your leader as they come to the wall. It is Jesse Zhao, 101.29. Liam Cunningham is second, 102.02. Third is Chris Yu from McDonough, 102.55. And Brady McQuaid is fourth for Loyola. In the championship final, lane number 1 is Colby Kaminsky from Calvert Hall. 2 is Cody Wynn from Spalding. Calvert Hall's Dylan Melendick in 3. James Fairbank in 4. Charlie Davini from Gilman in 5. Ian Durham from Loyola in 6. 7 is Calvert Hall's Rick Reed. And in 8 is Cooper Chasm from McDonough. meet record for the varsity, 54-44, Alan Chirkus from 2022. Leaders lane number 4, James Fairbank from Calvert Hall, split time 26-31. He's followed by Charlie Davini from Gilman, 27-92. Everyone else in the low 28s. Fairbank pulling away as he goes to the wall. Winning time will be 56-35. Second place, Charlie Davini from Gilman, 58-70. Third went to Rick Reed from Calvert Hall, 59-85. And we'll watch the final results for the 100-yard backstroke. Give those to you. And then a break, and then a exciting final event, the 400-yard freestyle relay. One heat of the JV, one heat of the varsity. And that'll conclude our meet for this evening. And the JV champion from McDonough, Austin Smith. At the varsity level, your champion, for the 100-yard backstroke, Bogdan Mietsak. Next up, event number 24, the 400-yard freestyle relay, JV. In lane number 2 will be Gilman, 3 will be McDonough, 4 will be Calvert Hall, 5 Loyola, 6 Spalding, and 7 Mount St. Joe. And the JV 400-yard freestyle relay. Each swimmer swimming 100. Leadoff swimmers for Gilman, Will Michael, McDonough, Omid Nanaji, Nate Smith for Calvert Hall, Austin Bowman for Loyola, Parker Feria for Spalding, and Mount St. Joe's Austin Quarles. We'll give you the swimmers by order that they enter the water. Your leader in lane number 4 is Calvert Hall, but actually it's Loyola in the water first, then Calvert Hall. So Loyola, it's Teddy Sinclair. For Calvert Hall, Garrett Daly. McDonough's Josh Green. Gilman's Adler Spot. Spalding's Jack Klein, and Mount St. Joe's Michael Liberto. Leader at the moment, Loyola, followed by McDonough in lane 3. And in third place is Gilman down in lane number 2. Third swimmers for Loyola, that's Joe Accioni. For McDonough, Austin Smith. Calvert Hall, Andrew Rebel. Gilman, Connor Duran. Spalding, Ian Nolet. And Mount St. Joe, Anthony Callis. Loyola, your leader, McDonough coming on, fighting 1-2. Gilman third. In the water for Loyola, Aiden Price. For McDonough, Luke Parsons. For Gilman, Ray Yang. Calvert Hall's Juan Carrillo. Carlos Idle for Spalding. And Colin Hunter will be the anchor for Mount St. Joe. It's Loyola, followed by McDonough. At the wall, Loyola Blakefield, 3:34.04. McDonough second, 3:35.94. Third place is Gilman, 3:44.10. Calvert Hall for fourth, 3:47.89. And fifth is Spalding, sixth is Mount St. Joe. And our final event of the evening, the men's 400-yard freestyle relay at the varsity level. We'll have Calvert Hall in 2, Loyola in 3, Gilman in 4, McDonough in 5, Spalding in 6, Mount St. Joe in 7. Your leadoff swimmers for Calvert Hall, Luke Recton, Loyola, Salvatore Anello, Gilman, Kian Siri, McDonough, Justin Shee, Spalding, Tim Williams, and for Mount St. Joe, Leo Jaja. And in the first turn and out of the breakout, lane number 5 is McDonough with the lead. They're followed by Gilman in 4. At the exchange for McDonough, your leader, Riley Poirier, will go in. Miles Koff for Gilman. Liam McQuaid for Loyola. Calvert Hall's Colby Kaminsky. Spalding's Carter Williams. And Mount St. Joe's Grady Hunter. They turn together, McDonough and Gilman. In the water next for Gilman, it'll be Bryce Heo, Ethan Davies for McDonough. For Calvert Hall, it'll be Peyton Knott, Loyola, Ian Durham, Will Rosenthal for Spalding, and Joe Szyzanakowski for Mount St. Joe. Gilman extending their lead over McDonough. Anchor swimmers for Gilman, Bogdan Mistak, Zeke Wickham for McDonough, Spencer Belbot for Loyola, James Fairbank for Calvert Hall, Cody Wynn for Spalding, and Mount St. Joe's Evan Allinger. Battle at the moment seems to be for third place between Loyola and Calvert Hall. Spencer Belmont for Loyola now with a body length lead for third, but it's been Gilman pulling away. McDonough second, will go to the wall. Gilman 3:04.13, McDonough 3:07.32, Loyola 3:13.98, and Calvert Hall 3:16.48. And the Gilman time is a new record for the MIAA, 3:04.13. So we'll have the results. Of the 100-yard breaststroke, the 400-yard medley relay, freestyle relay, and finally the team results for you in just a moment. Napkin. And the breaststroke JV champion announced from McDonough, Quincy Jackson. And your varsity champion for 2026 at the varsity level from Calvert Hall with a time of 56:35. Calvert Hall's James Fairbank. Next up, the 400-yard freestyle relay. The JV champion for the 400-yard freestyle relay is Loyola Blakefield. Their team of Austin Bowman, Teddy Sinclair, Joe Accioni, and Aiden Price. At the varsity level, and the 2026 varsity champion with a team of Kean Siri, Miles Koff, Bryce Heo, Bogdan Mistak with a new meet record, Gilman. And lastly, we'll have the team scores in just a moment. And your top three schools at the JV level, Calvert Hall finished third. Second place was McDonough, and with 495 points, it was Loyola Blakefield, your JV champions. And at the varsity level, 6th place was Mount St. Joe, 5th Spalding, 4th place was Calvert Hall, 3rd place was Loyola Blakefield, 2nd place Gilman, and your champions for 2026 is McDonough. As they celebrate in the far corner. And that's going to wrap our meet for this evening. We thank you for joining us for this MIAA final. A lot of exciting times, exciting swims, a couple meet records accomplished. MI Championship banner being displayed by McDonough and their coach Scott Ward, now right in the middle of the pack in the back, and his team celebrate the MIAA championship for 2026. Well, I'm Larry Dukes and Morgan Knox. We thank you for joining us tonight here at Loyola University. We'll have the IAAM championships tomorrow morning. We hope you can join us back for that. The links are on the IAAM website. And join us future here for the MIAA action and other championships on the MIAA website. We thank you for joining us. Have a great night. Stay warm. And we will see you soon. Thank you.